We had a little something happen the other day, and I wanted to share it with everybody. Our bees swarmed. It was kind of neat to me because I had never seen it before. It was probably the second prettiest day of the spring we had. It was March 4th, and we noticed the bees was getting a lot heavier on the hive because they were starting to light on the outside the day before, and I knew they probably needed to be split. The next afternoon, we was out doing some work in the garden, and we noticed that they were swarming. As you can see, they got real thick in the air, and they moved over probably about 50 or 60 feet and lit on this trailer hitch. And I attempted to catch this swarm. Now, the disclaimer here is I'm no bee expert, but I did the best I could. This was my first time trying to catch a swarm. I had a nuke box ready, thankfully. So I went over there to catch this swarm, and these bees was out in force. And I want to tell you what, they was mad as a wet sitting hen. They was as pissed off as I've ever seen anything. I think all of us got stung that day. If you was out there trying to watch this, you just couldn't do it without getting stung somewhere. They was everywhere in the air, but they was pissed off all at the same time, so it made it worse. So I took a paintbrush and went out there and tried to get the bees in there. I knew I had to get the queen, so all these bees are swarming around that queen trying to protect her. And I knew if I could get that queen, it would be all right. Well, couldn't find out I did not get the queen. A couple of days after this, it got really rainy and cold, and they were still on that hitch there. And I was able to come out and get them then and get them in the box. So now I do have them all in a box, but it took a couple of tries to get them in that box. But we was just amazed at the number of bees that came out of that box into this swarm. They were just all over this trailer, and I'm telling you, there were thousands of them in the air. And it took all afternoon for them to calm down some. So it was quite an amazing thing to see. And we just wanted to put this up and share it with everybody. I know there's probably bee experts out there. This is nothing too, but it was kind of unique what we seen that day, and see a swarm of this size try to move over. It's always, I'm just a hobby beekeeper, and thankfully I had everything on hand to try to catch this swarm. But if you just have a hive or two and do swarm, you do need to have some equipment on hand to try to catch these things as they swarm, because you can't always time when this is going to happen. I thought it was probably going to be another week, and then boom, boom, it happened. So here you are. I want to share this with you. I hope you enjoyed it.